welcome to the stage Helen Campbell, who's going to be telling us about Gauchos, romance and coups, the hidden history of the Argentine tango.
Hello, so today I'm going to talk about the history of Argentine tango, and the place we're going to start is Argentina at the very beginning of the 20th century. So it had a really bright future. By 1913, Argentina was the world's 10th wealthiest nation per capita, which put it ahead of France, Germany and Italy, and this was because of its rich natural resources. However, it was a really empty country, so the government needed to attract immigrants to work as gauchos in the Pampas. You can see one here. So they offered subsidies, free accommodation and guaranteed work to European immigrants. So lots of young single men from Spain and Italy mostly. And they flooded over chasing their own version of the American dream. But all was not as it seemed. The work was very long, very lonely, and homesick and despairing. The men returned to Buenos Aires, which, unable to cope, turned into a bizarre mixture of a Wild West frontier town and a European city. So just to give you a picture of this sort of extent of migration, in 1880, Buenos Aires had a population of 210,000, and by 1910 it was 6 times that number at 1.2 million, and 80% of those were men. Oh gosh, it's really rushed on. So you can see tango has similarities with these other genres because it was born of sort of industrialization and urbanization. So lots of different types of genres share that similarity. So what is tango music? It's got complex rhythms, it's famous for its syncopation, and these are the main instruments of the tango orchestra. So we have violins, piano and a double bass, and then the instrument in the centre is called the bandoneon. Now the bandoneon actually started life in Germany as an instrument for German villages which couldn't afford a German church organ, and then it made its way across the sea to Argentina and became the absolute heart and soul of Argentine tango. So this is how they used to look. There used to be all these bandoneons in the front of the orchestra, and then the violins in the back, and the piano and the double bass, and there was often a singer as well. So what is tango about? Most people think mainly of romance when they hear about tango, but tango, the actual lyrics and the content of it cover all different stripes and colours of the entire spectrum of human experience. So there are tangos questioning the existence of God. There are tangos which are using the metaphor of a woman that they're in love with to talk about Argentina, their nation, when the government set in censorship. There are also, there's one very interesting tango which involves a man going to a police station and handing himself in for homicide, and it's a conversation between him and a police officer. So there's this massive range of things that Argentine tango music is about. So another really interesting aspect of Argentine tango is this thing which is called lunfardo, which is very specific to Buenos Aires. It's a bit like Cockney rhyming slang in that sense. And it plays around with words. It uses a lot of Italian and Spanish influences. And it does this sort of interesting thing where it reverses the syllables. So in lunfardo, tango is gotan, because they swap the syllables around. Feca is cafe. And there are a few other words, really interesting words in lunfardo. So, just a bit about the history of tango. The Golden Age was a period of really astounding creativity, and it coincided with the government of this guy, Juan Perón, who was a socialist patriot and really wanted to encourage Argentine tango. However, in 1955 there was a military coup, and they hated tango, they wanted to ban it, and they encouraged imports of foreign music, and they banned meetings of over 3 people. So almost overnight, tango as an art form was completely shut down. This guy is one of my favourite characters in the history of Argentine tango. His name is Osvaldo Pugliese. He was a communist. He distributed all of the profits completely equally to his orchestra, and they were so loyal to him that when he was in jail, they didn't replace him, they just laid a red carnation on the piano that he played in memory of him. This is Tango Today, so there was a BBC prompt, because some people might have seen it, and tango also exists in Liverpool, so I'm a teacher and a co-director of the local tango club. I'm a DJ, and we have lots of classes and lots of social events and things, and I've got some information if anyone would like to come up in the break. Thank you.